Hi there, it's Winnie Davis, and I have with me again Timber, and we're going to be doing the cold laser therapy. This is actually his second one. His first one I did, he wasn't thrilled with. Hopefully, he's going to be a little bit better this time. So, Timber again is 9 years old. He is a Husky Border Collie Wolf mix. He does have so, and he is a rescue. I've had him for basically 8.5 years, I guess. So he basically has lumbar and um, sacrum issues. His whole back is kind of messed up. He also has a stifle issue. He had a cruciate torn, so he had surgery there. Come to find out too from the holistic vet that it's basically the shots that have, his vaccines, which I haven't given in a long time, they kind of mess up a dog's body and a cat's body too. So what I did was I am going to be working with one of the stomach, the small intestine meridian, because it basically deals with the back pain. And for the small intestines, there's 19 points, but I'm only going to be dealing with one of them, and I'm going to be dealing with small intestine 3, and that's to improve his spinal alignment. And then I'm going to be working a lot with the bladder meridian, and with the bladder meridian, there's a lot of the points. There's 67 points for the bladder, and there's several that are close together. So even though I'm going to be using a smaller, it's actually a regular laser. It's a red light. It's a red light therapy. I don't have the cold laser yet, but this will do just as good. Even though the points are close together, I'm not going to do all of them because I was going to go down and do from basically bladder 10, 11, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, and then go to bladder 40, 60, and so I'm just gonna kind of basically go down, and then we're gonna end it on that note. And a couple weeks ago, he was very sore, and he ended up kind of was a little jacked up in his back. So we're going to see what we can do today. He did get a homeopathic. I forget what it was. He got a really good dose the other day of it. So we'll see how he does. And excuse all the white pads. My poor Addison dog is on prednisone now. So she unfortunately is peeing all over the house. And she is not even doing well today. I even did a laser therapy on her. I kind of followed what the Australian or the border collie that you had, the Addison dog. I followed that protocol today. So anyway, so let me get going on this because I can see he's getting a little antsy. So I'm going to start with small intestine 3. That's going to improve his spine. And for small intestine 3, that is going to be basically right here, down by his like in between where his dew claw would be. So I will put on my glasses. I'll probably take them on and off throughout this whole thing. I'm not going to go near his face, and it does have 8 different pulses, 8 different ones, but I'm only going to use the straight red light. It does have a pulsating, it does have a blue light, and but for this I'm just going to use the regular red light. He is very sensitive to certain things, so I basically, even though it's only a red light, I'm still only going to leave it on for like 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll see how he does. Now for the bladder, I believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to open his meridian, and then I just have to remember to close it. And see as we work on that, how that works out for him. All right, so I'm gonna turn it off now. I don't know if you can see because we're down farther here. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna turn it off. There we go. I'm gonna turn that off for now. I'm gonna take my glasses off so I can see. And so for the bladder, there's 67 points, and they start up here at the bridge of, like on the inside of his eye. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to come down. I'm going to go all the way. I'm just going to run my hand down to the outside of his leg and all the way down to his, down to below his hock there. I'm going to do this side. And I'm going to follow it down. And it's going to go down to the outside again. And then I'm going to do this one again. And I'm going to do this one. And I believe I've got one more, so I'm going to do 3. And do this again. I just love the fact that animals are so sensitive and they can show you things. Even though people can be sensitive, you really have to tune into your body to understand what's going on. So we're going to start off with bladder 10, which is going to be about, let's see. So bladder 10, we're going to start, bladder 10 is going to be starting up basically right behind his ear. Now, it's not going to bother him. I don't believe I need to get any glasses for him right now, so we're just going to keep it close to his head, and this should not bother him. We're going to start there. Start on this side. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the one side video, and then I'll just recap it on the other side. I'll just finish the other side after, so we don't have to finish going through that whole thing now. So I do the starting at bladder 10, and then I'm going to go down to, and that's for back pain, and then I'm going to go down to bladder 11, and bladder 11 is going to give me right here above the scapula. So I'm going to move it right over to here. And hopefully Timber will stand and be a good boy. And like I said, these points, a lot of them are quickly close together, and he wants to sit down. Boy, I have some lazy dogs here. And I'm just going to lay down, and which of course, you know, doesn't help me that much. For you to really see what's going on. And I will move the camera so we can see a little bit better. Let's see if we can do this here. I apologize. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move on down. I'm just going to move on down a little bit to, no, don't lay down. We're going to move on down to bladder 20, which is a little bit farther down the back here. Just about where his, oh, come on, Timber. Just about where his, oh man, rib cage will kind of end. He's not helping. He's not a very good patient here. And then we're going to go on down, basically this is for the stifle pain, and 20 and 21 are close by, and 22 is a little bit farther down, so we're going to work on that. Wait for a few minutes, and 23. So 22 is to decrease the lower back pain. And 23 is the kidney association point, and that's to improve any arthritis that he's going to have in his lower back. And then we're going to move on to 24. Here we go. It's just on down the line. It's still going on the light. I don't look at the light per se. Sometimes it's hard for me to see with the glasses and I don't have my contacts on. So I do apologize again for that. This red light is not as strong, but I still am not going to stare into the light. Let's see what we have now. And now we're going to go on to 25, which is still a little bit farther. It's still all in the same area. And that's going to decrease lower back pain and improve his hock and stifle arthritis. And then 27, it's still around in this area here. The light will stay on for 3 minutes and then it will go off. And then after this, I'm going to go to bladder 40. And bladder 40 is going to be, let's see, just above his, or around his rump there, his, let me see here. It's going to be around his, it's a femur. So the light is still going on. And Timber's like, what are you doing here, Mom? And then we're going to end up with, and that is to improve the arthritis in the low back, the hip, and the stifle. And then we're going to finally end up with bladder 60 for general pain reduction and to improve and strengthen his back and shoulders. Oh, the light went off at this point. So bladder 60 is going to be just above his hock. So we're going to put it on that for a minute. And then we're going to start, then I'm going to start the other side. All right, now I've done that, the back side, and actually this, I worked this leg. Let's see, so now I'm going to work this side. So we're going to start again over here, up on this end. We're going to start with the small intestine. Alrighty. Oh, I'm sorry. This is bladder 10. So the small intestine 3 is going to be his right on his foot, his front paw, right on the outside where his dew claw would have been. So I basically went there second, but I'll go back up. And now I'm going to come back up, and I'm going to go back down to bladder 10. I'm going to feel around for that. Right at the end of his rib cage here. I'm sorry, not bladder 10. That's going to be bladder 20. 20 is about in this area. Bladder 10 was up here. So he seems a little bit more relaxed today. The other day, he just seemed very antsy with it when I tried to do it. And I figured, let me try it. But he's a little bit calmer today, which I like. He's a little bit more accepting of it. And again, the bladder 11 is around the same area. I'm sorry, bladder 22 and 23, they're all in the same basic area. Don't roll over on me. Hopefully when I do this again, he will be standing up for me. And then all the way down, we're going to be hitting all these points back here. Oh, the light went off. Turn it back on. Like I said, this is a Life Pro, and it's pretty handy. I've used it on myself, and for this purpose, it works. It works well. All right, and he just keeps wanting to lie down. Not yet, buddy. Not yet. All right, so we are at let's see, we're about bladder 24 and 25. And then 27 is in the area. And then I'm going to go on to bladder 40. And that's going to be fun because he's laying down on it. There we go. Let's get him up here. Good job, buddy. Stand still. All right. And then we're going to move on down to here for bladder 40. Again, these are all helping his pain, his arthritis, his stifle issues, his shoulders, and everything. He seems a little bit more compliant. I'm liking that. And then now I'm going to move down to the bladder 60. Don't go anywhere, bud. Yep, there we go. And I like the fact that with the laser, you don't have to be precise like you would with needles. So at this point, I'm going to turn the laser off. There we go. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to go and close the meridian. I'm going to do it 3 times. Follow it down. And I'm eager to see how he is going to do. He is very, very active. He likes to run in the backyard when we can, outside on our walks. He likes to, you know, keep up with a nice little trot when I can do that. So that's my my first attempt with him for the laser, and working on his back issues with small intestine 3 and then the bladder meridians. Thank you. There we go, nice stretch. Good job. All righty, move on, buddy.